Hi guys, hope everyone's doing well. Welcome back to another episode of Tiny-tastic Talks. I'm your host. Hey, okay. Today I thought that we would talk about reminders for when we feel like garbage. We all have days and seasons where we just feel like bleh.
I feel terrible.
I just thought it would be pertinent to actually help us be reminded of things that often just escape our headspace when we're in a moment where we feel like everything's out of control, where we feel like useless, where we feel just like horrible about ourselves, with whatever situation we're dealing with.
Oh, this is the worst day of my life.
The worst day of your life so far.
Whether it's a medical condition, whether it's, maybe you're feeling a bit depressed, maybe you're feeling like super anxious about everything that's going on in your life. Sometimes we blow things out of proportion. The list goes on, blah, 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 blah. So, number one, hang in there.
You can do it!
I know that this is super cliche, but it's the truth. I've had to tell myself this exact thing this week because it was not a good week for me physically. And so I just had to tell myself, no, you just gotta keep going. Just hang in there. I think it's important for us to be able to motivate ourselves in our minds so that we don't become super discouraged about our circumstances. Number two, don't take your relapses and symptoms personally.
It's not your fault. Look at me, son. It's not your fault.
Now this is more for my people who have chronic conditions like when I have FND. Doesn't have to only do with that, but this can apply to many different situations. So you don't have to you understand. So I tend to do this a lot. What happens is that when I start overanalyzing and thinking that, oh, I'm having difficulty walking today, or I'm twitching, my face is twitching like crazy, and what do I do with all of this? And I start just really getting in my head and just really not doing myself any favors. I think it's just important to be able to let go of the things that we kind of internalize and let ourselves repeat over and over and over again in our minds. We need to let those thoughts go because they're just thoughts. Think of thoughts as like a train. You can choose to get on the train of like, I'm useless, I'm whatever, but you can choose to not get on that train. You can choose to get on the train of, I'm going to try my best today, whatever that means for you. So we do have a choice in how we think about ourselves and then how that plays out in our lives. Number three, you are awesome.
Great job, Patrick.
Thanks much, Bob. That means a lot.
Wow, giving someone a thumbs up feels great!
I feel like we don't often hear that enough from ourselves, from maybe other people. Some of us are maybe weird about getting compliments, but really, you're awesome. And don't forget it, because you're fighting your own fight, and I'm fighting my own fight, and we have a lot of guts, and we are brave to be fighting what we're fighting. And we all have our own situations. So don't forget that, persevering and all of that, yes, keep doing it. Number four is keep the good fight.
I believe in you. I believe in you. I believe in you, Peter. I believe in you.
With my health condition, I have to fight against my body every day. Yesterday, I went to a restaurant and it was very difficult for me to handle, but I did it. Not a lot of people always necessarily understand what that means, and that is okay. But again, whatever you're dealing with, some days are going to be better than others. That's just a fact, right? You have to just remember to fight for yourself. fight for your family, fight for your life, fight for whatever it is that keeps you going. Fight also for like the abilities that you do have, that you know you have. They might be trapped up inside of you right now, but they're still there. So I think just understanding what we have to look forward to potentially, even in the midst of our suffering, I think that can bring us some peace, right? Because we do need peace, honestly. Number 5, be kind to yourself.
Donatella! T-Mobile!
3 words for you. Treat yourself.
Treat yourself 2011!
So we hear this a lot. This has kind of like become a buzz phrase. But some of us are really good at doing that for other people and not so much for ourselves. So we have to be able to somehow, and this takes time and practice, and I realize it's easier said than done because I have this issue sometimes as well. And so you have to put yourself first. You have to make sure that you're extending the same kindness that you would a friend, the same listening ear, the same level of understanding to your friend you extend to yourself. Just, buy stuff on Sephora. That's what I did last week. And I got a new lip gloss out of it, and I'm very happy. Like the small things that you can do for yourself to be able to say, okay, I'm taking care of myself. And then some of the bigger ones, like setting boundaries between yourself and family members or friends or whatever it is you need to do to kind of keep your mind at peace. And finally, number 6, suffering breeds empathy.
My emotions! My emotions!
Now this is like, okay, Tanya, now you're getting deep. Yeah, I know. But your circumstance, your disability, the pain and suffering that you are experiencing helps you and me and us to understand the human condition in a deeper way. It helps connect us with other people. Suffering is just a general human experience. Since we're all dealing with our own stuff, we can help each other with our own stories. And this is one of the reasons why I started this channel, is to share my story and to try to just engender some hope in you and in myself, because I'm also preaching to myself here. I think by sharing our stories and our challenges and how we've been able to overcome them and things that we're still dealing with within ourselves and all that stuff, it's a really beautiful thing that we get to enter into when we connect on that level with people. And it doesn't happen all that often, but I think when it does, it really is a really magical thing. That's all I have for you today. I hope you enjoyed this. If you like this video, give it a like right down there. Feel free to comment. Feel free to subscribe if you haven't already. I would really appreciate you becoming a part of the family here and the community. So, all right. Talk soon. See you.